Hey guys, RK Figs here, coming at you today. I've been a little late this year in doing my rooting of cuttings. I discovered a new way to do it and I want to try it with you. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to try 3 different methods to see which method is better. And I'm going to answer the question that a lot of you have, in that when you're rooting and you get roots and everything is good, then later on your cutting starts to die. I'm going to let you know why that happens, okay? Okay, so we got our scale here and we got our planting medium. So I'm going to use this box here to help me out, okay? And we're going to 0 that. I'm going to put my planting medium in the box so that I could find out how much it weighs, okay? 495. I'm going to round it up to 500, okay? And the way that I do it is for every 5 parts of planting medium, I use 8 parts of water. So I need 800 grams of water. So I'm going to 0 this again. And I'm going to add 800 grams of water. 496. Okay, so we went a little bit over, but it should be okay. Get all the soil nice and moist. Break up any clumps. I don't like to have clumps. You can see the soil, it kind of like sticks together. It's not really wet, but it kind of clumpy sticks together. Okay, and there are some dry parts still that I need to incorporate. All right, so we are going to start with the first of the 3 methods, okay? So we could see what is better. I have had these cuttings soaking here, and as you could see, they're very small cuttings. I don't need much bigger than that. All right, and what I will be using is the parafilm here, and I'm going to start. So I'm going to get my soil mixture, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a little bit of this perlite. I'm going to take a little bit of perlite. You know what? Why don't I just scoop it like this? Okay, there we go. A little bit of perlite. I'm going to put it at the bottom. Okay? And that is going to help the water not stay to the top and rot the cutting. And that's going to allow me to add more water without worrying about rotting the cutting. And now I'm gonna add this moisturized. And at this point, I don't have any holes in the bottle. The perlite down at the bottom, I'm hoping, is gonna take care of the same job that the holes do, which is basically to let the moisture go down. Okay, so that's one ready. Now I'm going to use my traditional baggy method that I've been using for years, and I've created a video on it. Okay, and I'm going to just, this is a little bit difficult. I'm going to stuff this. I'll pause the camera while I'm doing this because it's going to get messy. All right, I guess I'm halfway. I normally do this in the garage, and I let the mess happen, and then I clean up after. But right now, since I'm indoors, I'm trying to keep it clean. And the reason why I like the baggies so much, as I explained, in many videos before, and pretty much I'm going to get the same effect using this cut bottle that I'm using, is because it's so long. I don't have to worry about the cutting rotting and the roots sitting in water, because the water eventually just all goes down. All right, so there we have our baggie. Okay, so now I'm going to put this on the side, and we're going to start with our third method that is new, even for me. I've never tried it before, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to start off by putting a little bit of this water that I put a little bit of all-purpose fertilizer in there, and I'm going to use one of these. I'll leave a link in the bottom of the video to where you can get these from, and it kind of looks like this. Okay, and I'm going to just pre-moisten it. It is already kind of pre-moistened, but they do say to put it in water, and you can see the bag is already damp. And I know a lot of people that don't even pre-moisten it, but hey, I'm going to pre-moisten it. Okay, and again, I'll leave a link if you're interested. And I'm going to now take my cutting here, and I've had these soaking in water. And what you're going to do is you're going to look for the node. This is a node, and I got 1, 2, 3, 4, and the tip. So like maybe 5 nodes. And I'm going to look for the line. You see this line that's going all the way across? And I'm going to just slash through that. Okay. Like this. And okay, so now it's ready to go. And what I'm going to do now is I'm going to take a little bit of rooting hormone. Okay, so I'm using Clonex here, and you can get this. I'll leave a link for that as well down below. Okay, I also have it on rkfigs.ca if you are in Canada, but I'll leave an Amazon link and a Amazon.ca and Amazon.com. I'll leave 2 links. Let me get my glove off. All right, so I'm going to pour a little bit of this rooting hormone here. And the reason why I'm not dipping into the bottle is because I don't want to contaminate it. Once you put the cutting in there, you'll contaminate it. So I just pour a little bit in a small plastic container, and this way we don't contaminate the whole mixture. Okay, so now I'm going to take my cutting here, and I'm going to dip it in. Okay, and if you're going to put more than 1 node under the soil, I like to get more than 1 node. So there, I have it on the bottom node, and I have it on the top node, and I have it on the exposed area. Okay, and what I'm going to do now is I'm going to stick this in. Right here. Okay. And that's ready to go now. But what I am going to do is I'm going to wrap the top with parafilm. Okay. But I will do that shortly. So we'll move this over here now. And we're going to go to our next cutting. Same thing. We've got all the nodes here. I'm going to focus on the bottom node, and I'm going to cut through it. Exposing under the bark. Okay. And I'm going to, again, get the rooting hormone all over it. All right, so what I'm going to do, and I should have done this before dipping in the rooting hormone, is I'm going to wrap this thing with parafilm. Okay, so as always, you pull and turn pull and turn. Okay, and that should be good enough. I tried to only go over with one layer over the nodes so that the leaves can break out very easily, okay? And what I'm going to do now is I'm going to just use my finger and I'm going to just make a little indent there, and I'm going to put this in like this, and I will cover it, okay? And later on I'm going to put some plastic over that so that the water does not evaporate from the top. And now, because we have the perlite at the bottom, any excess moisture will go down, and it will allow me as well to add water if I need to, so that it's not the same water that's sitting in there for weeks while this thing is rooting. So fresh water will come down, push the old water out down into the bottom. Okay, so that takes care of that. Okay, the baggie is going to be pretty much the same as this. Okay, and I'll show you that in a second. And what we're going to do with this guy is the same way. We're going to wrap the top with parafilm. Okay, which we will do right here, right now. Okay, we'll start here from the bottom and just twirl it around, making sure we go over with one layer over the node. And there we have it. So we got it fully wrapped. Now what are we going to do with it? Well, we're going to take a baggie like this, and we're going to open that bag, and we're going to drop this guy right in there. Okay? Just like that. Okay? And what I'm going to do is I'm going to just leave it here in this container, and I will put an elastic around that so that the moisture from the baggie doesn't come out. Okay? You can use really anything to prop these up. Okay, and we bring our baggie here. We make a little indent with our finger, and we drop it in. Just like that. Like this. And if you got room, you can twist, and there you have it. Okay? So this guy now is ready to root, and the end of this cutting, because it's not a very big cutting, is up to here, which means all this room down here is left for all the moisture and the water to go down to keep any fungus and mold away from the cutting. Okay? And even if I do open the top and add a little bit of water later on, if I decide I need to do that, I'll be fine, because that water will push all the old water down and we'll have fresh water near the top. Okay? So that's this guy. Let's hit this guy here. What I'm going to do is I have this elastic that's already broken. So I'm going to just wrap it around a few times. And this way the moisture stays in the bag. And then I'm going to just tie this, that's all. Nothing special. Okay, so there it is. Little tiny guy. I can even cut the rest of this bag because I don't really need it, because the parafilm will keep this thing, will keep the moisture in there until it's ready to break out. Last but not least is this guy here. And this guy here, I basically just get some plastic, and I could just do that. This is even a big piece, but what the heck. And now that water that's in here will not evaporate, I'm RK Figs. As you know, if you're looking for cuttings, you can get them off of my website at rkfigs.ca. There is another website. It's a new website. And if you have cuttings that you want to sell, it's completely free. It's called figtrades.ca. Figtrades.ca. You can go, you can list your cuttings if you have cuttings that you're trying to sell, or maybe let's say you don't find a cutting on RK Figs and you could see somebody else that has that. This site is Canada only. So if you want to buy and sell fig cuttings, fig trees, fruit trees, pretty much anything, figtrades.ca. I'm RK Figs, and we'll see you next time.